Mr. Duggar Fishing YouTube signature dish.
All right.
Hi, I'm Alyne. Welcome to my kitchen. And today I'm doing a signature dish, a YouTube signature dish for my favorite alien, Mr. Duggar Fishing. And if y'all have never seen Mr. Duggar, y'all really need to check him out. He is...
It was awesome. The last live you had, he decided to beam in and stay a while.
Yeah. Well, he was one of my very first guests on my panel. And I just love Mr. Duggar. I haven't been able to spend as much time in lives lately, so I've missed him. But I've seen him here and there for a few minutes, told him hi. And he's one of these that he always says hi to the ladies and puts a little rose by their name in chat. And I just love it. I do. He is an awesome guy. And if you haven't checked out his channel, please do so. I will, of course, leave the link in my description. And the link to his channel will also be in the title. So what am I making for Mr. Duggar Fishing? I am making something with gravy, because I know Mr. Duggar likes gravy.
Gravy.
I'm making homemade Salisbury steaks with mushroom gravy and cream potatoes. Now, y'all seen me make cream potatoes before, but today I'm going to make them a different way. I'm actually making my cream potatoes in the microwave. So while my Salisbury steaks are in the oven cooking, I will be working on my potatoes. So let me give you a rundown of what I've got here and what I'm going to use.
And trust me, folks, I've had them done that way, and I didn't know she'd done them that way. I couldn't tell the difference.
They're good. But here I have 1 pound of hamburger meat, and I know it is 1 pound because I weighed it out before I put it in the freezer. I have a half a cup of breadcrumbs. If you don't have breadcrumbs, you can use oatmeal, or you can use crushed crackers, or you can make your own breadcrumbs out of stale bread or something that you have left over. I have 1/4 of a cup of finely minced onion, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon of ketchup, a half a tablespoon of mustard, 1 tablespoon of Piggy's to Rub. If you don't have Piggy's to Rub, you can contact me about it if you're interested in it. If you're not, then you can use salt, pepper, whatever seasons to your taste. Mine happens to be Piggy's to Rub. 1 egg beaten. Now, this is for the Salisbury steaks themselves.
And she's mean, folks. She beat it up. I watched her.
And over here, I have 2 cups of beef broth. And it is the boxed beef broth. I have extra here. Now, I may just use the 2 cups. I may use a little extra. That's why I kept that out, because I don't know yet. I have 4 tablespoons of butter. I have 3 tablespoons of flour and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. That is self-rising flour and cornstarch, the cornstarch added. And I have 1 can of mushrooms drained. Now, you can use fresh mushrooms, or you can omit the mushrooms altogether. Entirely your choice if you want to make it. For the cream potato part, you can see here I have about 5 small potatoes, small to medium.
This one of those where pig gets to go mashy.
Yep. I have some sour cream. I have some butter. And up here I have salt and pepper. All right, so I'm going to get started. Again, I have my hamburger meat right here. I'm going to put in my breadcrumbs, my onion. And y'all, I have figured out when I make hamburger patties or hamburger steaks for me and Piggy, unknowingly, I've always made Salisbury steak, just hadn't finished them off in the oven. I've just finished them in the skillet. And it's kind of funny because when I was looking at Salisbury steak recipes, I'm like, I've never made Salisbury steak. And it's like, I was reading the ingredients and stuff, which I changed some of the ingredients to what I like. So this is what makes it my own and my way. But I was like, well, that's what I do for my hamburgers. I don't do that. So I will tell you what I plan on doing. Once I get these patties made, I'm going to brown them on each side.
Baby.
I won't cook them fully through. Just cook them enough to be browned on each side. And put them in my baking dish here. And then I will fix up my gravy and put it over it. And we will bake it in the oven. Now, I do have my oven preset for 350 degrees.
Piggy goes crazy for the gravy.
Yep. wash that off a little bit. Maybe. Here we go. All right. So how do you ask, how are you going to mix this up? You're going to use a spoon? You mix what? Y'all know, God gave us hands before forks and spoons, so this is one of those things where I mix this stuff up by hand.
Yeah, some of y'all out there wouldn't have made it as cave people.
I make sure my hands are fully washed and clean before I start. And I know there's a lot of you out there that use gloves when y'all work in the kitchen with meats and stuff like that. That's entirely your choice. I have no say over that. And I've got my...
Well, that would be a good way to keep your hands clean from it.
Yeah, but I feel weird. I mean, I used gloves when I worked in restaurants, and it was weird doing it then. But, you know, you have to do what you have to do when you're working with the public. And if I was making this for someone other than me and Piggy, as far as for us to eat right now, yeah, I'd probably use gloves. But I know the meal is a signature dish for Mr. Duggar, but it is a case of if he were here, yeah, I'd make sure I had gloves on hand to wear.
Well, it's kind of like working on wood. You got something in between your skin, your hands, and the wood. There's going to be things that you'll miss.
Yeah. I go by texture, and even with the gloves, it's hard for me to tell texture on the gloves. Piggy, will you hand me a white cutting board, please?
White cutting board.
Yeah, I'm going
Big or small?
The big one.
No.
What I'm going to do, I'm just using this as a staging, so I can make
And
sure
folks, that cave people remark is not to be confused with the village people.
No, we don't do village people. I mean, I like some of their songs, don't get me wrong, but they've been gone a long time as far as not on the public scene.
I figured my favorite alien would appreciate the reference.
Yeah, to the village people. And like I said, if y'all have not checked out Mr. Duggar's channel, please do so. I think the world of him, love him. And I had a different dish in mind for him that I was going to make. And I found out he likes gravy. He loves gravy. What he said, he loves gravy. So I thought, let's do something with gravy instead. And I thought,
well, it's hard to beat a good Salisbury steak and gravy.
I'm saying. And we can call him saucer steak since he's our alien. He's our favorite alien, so instead of Salisbury steaks, it might be saucer steaks. Who knows? Saucer steaks and gravy.
Let me think on that one. I like a little bit of sci-fi. I might think on that one.
All right, and it looks like we're getting 6 Salisbury steaks.
Could call them quantum steaks.
No, I want to do something dealing with aliens, not sci-fi, just aliens. Because Mr. Duggar is our favorite.
Well, where are you saying we get aliens from?
Outer space.
It's in sci-fi.
Well, technically, I ain't going into that. I ain't going into where we get our aliens from. All right, I'm going to wash my hands and come back, get these started. So I'll be right back. Piggy's going to pause for just a minute.
We're back.
All right, I'm back from washing my hands. I'm going to put these in here just to let them brown on each side. I'm not going to cook them fully through. And I'm going to put 3 of them in here at a time because I don't want to crowd them.
Just enough to give them a good start.
Okay, you see they're in there. And I've got 3 in there. Like I said, I'll let them cook about 1 to 2 minutes. I think it said about 2 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put a timer on. 2 minutes.
There you go, Mr. Duggar. Piggy's going to levitate for you.
We'll cook on each side for 2 minutes and then put them in the dish. So I will be back when I have all 6 of them in my dish. See you then. All right, y'all, we're down to about the 5-second mark. I've already got the first 3 patties done. These 3 are almost done. Okay. take these out, and I'll show you how much grease has come off of all 6 of these patties.
Whoa, that looks good. I could eat them like that, but
that's how much grease has come off of those 6 patties, y'all. So that's good. Not a lot at all, maybe a tablespoon, if that. Okay. Now it says, the recipe said to sprinkle the mushrooms on top of the patties. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sprinkle my mushrooms on top of my patties. Let my skillet reheat. All right. Piggy, you hand me a paper towel, please.
Paper towel.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well.
All right, now we're going to make the gravy. I'm going to give this to Piggy.
Folks, in case y'all didn't know, Piggy's already going mad in here smelling this stuff.
So
and she ain't even got to the gravy yet.
I got 4 tablespoons of butter that I'm just adding to those meat drippings right there. I'm going to let them melt down a little bit.
Do a little more levitation for the alien.
I'll do. You hand me the pepper from over yonder, please, Piggy. I don't have any.
Pepper from over yonder.
Yeah, over there on that paper towel wrap thing. Forgot to fill up my pepper, y'all. Now I am going to salt and pepper my gravy.
Where's your pepper at?
It's over here in this cabinet. I'll have to get it when we get done.
Well, that circumvents me from being able to do it. That's all right, though.
All right, I've got flour, cornstarch there. Now, you don't have to use cornstarch. You can use all flour, or if you want to use cornstarch, you can use all cornstarch. That's entirely up to you. I got that off that time. I don't know why it keeps popping over there. And I'm going to make sure I have... If y'all wonder about that, what I'm doing, there are some ridges on the bottom of this. You see that in there, Piggy? I'm showing.
Hang on, let me.
Okay, because I don't know where.
Let me zoom.
There are ridges on the bottom, and there's ridges on the bottom of this one. And you take and you rub them together, and it helps the pepper come out. That was a trick I learned from watching a cooking show. Right now, I'm making my roux, making sure the flour is good and cooked. Mix in with this butter very well. Now, I know y'all probably seen me make gravy before. If you haven't watched any of my videos on gravy, this is how I make my giblet gravy. Only I use chicken broth. This is how I make regular gravy. Only I use meat drippings or vegetable oil or something like that, lard, and milk. I don't use the broth on my regular gravy. Because you can make gravy out of pretty much anything. I make it out of water, milk, broth, stock. Oh, yeah. We'll see here in just a minute if we need any more liquid. Okay. Got that mixed together. And since this is going to bake in the oven for about 40 to 50 minutes, I'm just don't check what it says here. Let that cook for just a minute, then I'll finish stirring it together. So the covered baking dish with aluminum foil, bake in preheated oven until firm, hot, and gray in the center, about 45 minutes.
I'm sure Mr. Duggar will appreciate that description.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, aliens for grays.
Well, yeah.
Bring this up to a good rolling boil, and then I'll transfer it to that pan.
I'll put it another way. Mr. Duggar would be a gentleman about it.
Yeah. Mr. Duggar is a gentleman, you know. He really is.
Well, that's why I said that.
And I think the world of it.
There are many ways to convey a thought.
Yep. Okay, we're getting there with gravy. No, this is going to be nice brown gravy. Piggy will tell you I rarely ever make brown gravy. All my gravy's a light color.
I just know gravy is gravy and I like it. Sometimes it's sopping gravy, sometimes it's dipping gravy, sometimes it's spreading gravy.
I'm going to cut that up to 5, which would be close to slightly over medium, be about closer to medium high. 6 on mine is medium high. And I'm going to let that again. See if that'll come to a rolling boil. Because I definitely want everything mixed together well. And Piggy, if you'll hand me the aluminum foil over there on my right. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's starting to boil now. Got little bubbles popping up. And once I get this in the oven, I'm going to get things prepped for my cream potatoes. I'm not going to make them until about the 20-minute mark of this being in the oven. Look at Piggy's hand. It's just walking all over the place, y'all. All right, we're getting ready to... And you know you have a good rolling boil when you can stir your water, gravy, whatever it is that's at the rolling boil point. If you can stir it and it doesn't break the roll. In other words, it comes right back to a boil. Sometimes it takes a little longer than others.
Get back. Get back. Get back to where you once belonged. Mr. Duggar, you know what that is.
And here we go. It's bubbling up good again.
Bubble, bubble. Tell it trouble.
I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. And I'm going to start pouring my gravy.
Oh, yeah.
I won't have to have
That'll thicken up even more once it bakes in the oven.
Once it bakes in the oven, because of the flour and the cornstarch, it will thicken up, make a nice thick gravy over those.
I ain't a cook. I even know that.
I'll set that right there for just a minute. Wipe that off. Like I said, cover this with aluminum foil. And y'all, I guess you noticed, I put the shiny side down. I don't know if anybody's ever told y'all about this, but you have a shiny side and a dull side when it comes to aluminum foil. The shiny side reflects the heat. The dull side absorbs the heat. So anytime you're putting something on where you have to bring the heat in, you want to put the dull side up. If you're cooking something like meats on a baking dish that is lined with foil, you want to put the shiny side up. That draws the heat in and allows it to...
So like if you wanted to bake a potato on the grill,
right, you'd put the shiny
you could take and wrap it shiny side down and then wrap it again shiny side up and do sort of a double bake, couldn't you?
I would say make sure the shiny side's in, because the dull draws in the heat, whereas the shiny reflects the heat out, keeping it from coming in as much. So if you have, what I'm saying is, if you have a
I got you.
You line it with aluminum foil. You make sure the shiny side's up, so it draws and reflects the heat back up into what you're cooking.
Okay.
All right, we're fixing to go over here to the oven.
Swing around here, folks. Whee! So I didn't even cover it up that time. I hope it didn't make y'all sick.
All right, we got this going in here. I'm going to drop this down to 45 minutes. There we go, 45. And we'll be back in about 20 minutes. All right, it's been close to 20 minutes now. And in that time, Piggy and I have peeled. Well, I peeled the potatoes, Piggy diced the potatoes, and you can see they're a very small dice. And I have them just covered with cold water in my bowl.
Dicey.
Now, I'm going to put these in my microwave. Y'all, this is the new microwave that took the place of the one that we could on us. Yeah. We finally got this one in and got started using it. Now, I have a button on mine that says potato. And make sure I'm over here right. Let me find my potato button. Potato. That's for 6.5 minutes. Now, ideally, I'll probably cook these for a total of about 20 minutes. If you don't have a potato button on your microwave, put your potatoes in there. Like I said, just barely covered with water. And cook them for 10 minutes. Check to see if they're done. If they're not soft enough to mash with a fork, put them in for another 5 minutes.
You poke it with the fork and the tine won't go through. It ain't soft enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, I literally take them out and try to mash them with the fork to see if it will mash the potato. If it will not mash after the 10 minutes, cook it for another 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, check it again. And then do 2-minute increments up to 20 minutes. Because everybody's microwave is different. And I know it's going to take longer than this on mine because this is a little 700-watt microwave, y'all.
700 or 750?
I thought it said 700. It might be 750. But still, it ain't what I had at 1,500 watts.
It's about half to 2/3 of what that other one was.
Right. But
that's all right. We don't do a whole lot with it.
And while I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and tell you, when it comes to the cream potatoes for this dish, you do not have to do homemade cream potatoes if you don't want to. You can do the instant cream potatoes if that's your choice. You don't even have to do cream potatoes at all. You can do noodles. You can do rice.
You can do baked potato.
Yeah, you can do baked potato. You can do whatever you want as the side. If you prefer to have just a Salisbury steak and gravy with maybe some green beans or corn or something like that, then you do you. That's fine.
You do the baked potato. You act like you at Logan's eating Salisbury steak and baked potato.
But however you do it, it's up to you, and it's your choice on how you do it. I'm going to let these cook. I'll take them out when they get done, and we'll show you how we go from there.
Okie dokie.
Salisbury steaks are done. Potatoes are done in the microwave. I have to get them out in just a moment. Now I'm just going to let that sit right there covered. I'm not taking that off for a bit. Just let it sit and cool for a minute. Now I'm fixing to go get my potatoes and drain them. And you'll see in my stir here, I already have some butter and sour cream. And I'm fixing to add my hot potatoes to that after I drain the water off the potatoes.
Then the piggy gets to go mashy, mashy.
That's right.
John Belushi in Animal House had toga, but the piggy has mashy.
I'm going to put my bowl right here to put potatoes in. There's the hot potatoes that need to go in here. Well, y'all, I lost a few.
Oh, well.
That's life. I mean, like I said, if nothing goes, if everything goes right here, you know, there's something wrong. There you go. Put that in the sink.
Oh, boy. Here goes the piggy. Mashy, mashy.
I'm just going to use that spoon to stir that up when it gets done. Put this stuff back in the refrigerator while he's doing that.
Using a potato masher that's older than I am, I think.
Pretty much. It was my grandmother's and then it was my mother's. It's probably from the...
They probably could have cooked it a little longer.
Let me put some salt and pepper in there. Salt. Now I seasoned Piggy mashes. We're going to pause this while Piggy finishes. You've kind of got the idea of what we're doing. So we'll pause, be right back. All right, everybody. Cream potatoes are done. Salisbury steaks are done. Mr. Duggar, I hope you like this dish I've made in your honor. Because I guarantee you, this is probably what I'd fix for you if you were sitting at my table.
Mr. Duggar, I hope you're sitting there with a towel just wiping all the drool off.
And if you're not, that's okay too.
Especially when you see what she's about to do.
Put those potatoes in there, smear them out like that.
And you might have a good idea.
we're going to get us up one of these Salisbury steaks here. Set that right on top of those cream potatoes.
Oh, man.
Drizzle us a little bit of that gravy on there. Okay. Put that one right there.
Y'all, if y'all hadn't guessed, Piggy's about to go out of his mind over here. Oh.
Lay that back on top of that aluminum foil. And we're going to put this right here, and you know it's picture time, folks.
Okay.
Got it? I've even got Piggy's fork. Which one you want, Piggy? Piggy like, I don't care, feed me.
Hand me a plate.
There you go.
Y'all know what time it is now.
It is taste testing time. Again, Mr. Duggar, love you, darling. You are a sweetheart. You are always so nice.
Oh, man, that's so tender.
And I just want you to know that I truly appreciate you, Mr. Duggar. You're a good man. So, here's to you. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I'm saying.
I hear a cat yelling, but I don't know which one it is.
It's the gripey old woman.
Oh, okay.
Little bit.
Oh, wow, y'all. That is so good. If you ever get the opportunity to make homemade Salisbury steaks, please do so. They are so good. And like I said, you don't have to use cream potatoes. You can use rice. You can use noodles. I think Piggy's enjoying it over there, y'all.
No.
I got to have another bite, y'all.
I done had me 2 more bites. I'm getting ready to have me another bite.
Oh, wow.
I'm saying.
I'm going to wrap it up. I got to finish eating.
I might have to have another one now.
Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Where's my boy?